From Fox 5 News, this is Good Day Atlanta at 8 a.m.
A driver is seriously injured after a trailer from a pickup truck slammed into him on the highway. How the terrifying moments unfolded and who police are now looking for.
The effort to pay essential government workers during the government shutdown failed yesterday in the Senate. I'm Douglasville in Washington. We'll have the results of the vote coming up.
Good morning, everyone. Good Friday morning, TGIF, and welcome to Good Day Atlanta at 8. I'm Buck Lanford.
And I'm Alex Whitler. Gosh, doesn't this feel like that was a long week?
Like
Just
it, yeah.
me? I feel like it was very long. Yeah, we have. Let's head on over to Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Joanne Feldman to get a sense of how the weekend is going to shape up for us. Hey, Joanne, gosh, that shot's gorgeous behind you.
And it's very deceptive because this is not how our entire weekend is going to shape up. But it is a beautiful sunrise over Dahlonega. This is my favorite view to monitor how the leaves are changing and will be changing over the next few weeks. But while it's nice now, and it will be going into the weekend, coming out of it is when we're going to experience some cooler and wetter changes. But it's cool enough already. 34 in Blue Ridge. Then we pick up some 40s coming down through Canton, Gainesville, even south of Metro Atlanta, and a few 50s right there in between, with a sunny and seasonable afternoon planned. And the rain that we're tracking for late in the weekend still out to the west. I don't think we'll have much rain until late Sunday. So your Friday forecast brings us up to 68 degrees by noon, and then we'll top out in the low to mid 70s today. But those 70s don't stick around. The dry weather doesn't stick around. I'll walk you through the changes coming up in a few minutes. Natalie?
Joanne, thank you. We have a MARTA bus stall that just cleared up along the east wall. 285 northbound at Glenwood Road. That right lane is back open. If you're coming in through Hall County on 985 southbound at Mundy Mill Road, we have a crash blocking a right lane. It's hard to see, but it's really impacting your ride. Your best alternate is Highway 13. And 575 southbound before 75, we have a crash there in Kennesaw blocking a right lane. We're seeing those delays coming in from Chastain Road. Alex?
Natalie, thanks. It's 8:02 now, and this morning DeKalb County Police are searching for the driver of a pickup whose trailer came loose on I-20.
Yeah, the out-of-control trailer slammed into two people who were working on a broken-down truck along the side of the highway. Good Day's Mark Teigner has more on this news alert. He joins us live this morning from DeKalb County Police Headquarters. Mark, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Police obviously hoping someone comes forward with information, and they are not the only ones. The same can be said about the victim's family.
We were on the side of the road working with a trailer to give an issue.
Last week, Randy Johnson's work truck broke down along the side of I-20. He called his coworker Scott Watkins for help, and after picking up some equipment, Watkins arrived at the scene.
Out of nowhere, we heard an impact and then felt the crash. And then I saw my coworker laid on the ground, and I knew he'd been run over by it.
It was an out-of-control trailer that came loose from a passing pickup in the westbound lanes near Wesley Chapel. The trailer slid along the highway and slammed into Watkins and a third coworker. Police say the pickup driver never stopped.
Oh my God, you know, it was such a scary thing. Who did this? Why didn't they stop?
Watkins' injured coworker suffered broken ribs and a broken leg. He's been released from the hospital, but Watkins found himself at Grady fighting for his life.
When we got here, we didn't know if he was dead or alive.
Watkins' son Bobby says the doctor told his mom not to expect Watkins to live more than a day or two. But a couple of surgeries later, and Watkins seems to be turning the corner.
He's off the ventilator, he's off dialysis, he's off the feeding tube, so everything's on the up and up right now.
And let's hope it stays that way. He is joining the police in asking for information leading to potentially the arrest of that pickup truck driver. If you have any information, of course, you're asked to give them a call. Reporting live from DeKalb County, I'm Mark Teigner for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Mark, thank you for that. No, federal workers are set to miss another paycheck today with no end in sight for the government shutdown.
Even an effort to pay those who remain on the job failed yesterday. But as Douglasville reports from Washington this morning, pressure is mounting for a deal.
Republicans were able to win over a couple of Democrats, but it wasn't enough to begin sending out paychecks to essential federal workers. get ready for more disruptions for air travel if this shutdown keeps going. The Secretary of Transportation says he has a shortage of air traffic controllers as it is, and the shutdown, he says, is making recruitment even harder.
I have young air traffic controller students who are now telling me, what the hell am I doing? Why am I going to take this job? They're thinking about leaving the academy, smart young men and women, because they don't want to work for a system that won't pay them.
The motion is not agreed to.
The Senate failed to pass a limited plan yesterday to resume paychecks for federal workers like air traffic controllers who still need to be on the job.
Tomorrow, federal workers will miss a full paycheck, thanks to Senate Democrats.
That tomorrow is now today. And while 3 Democrats did sign on to the GOP plan, most did not, saying it would give the president too much leverage.
We can't allow him to pick and choose the ones that he thinks deserve to be paid. They all should be paid because they're doing essential work.
And the president, who heads to Asia today, blamed Democrats for rejecting efforts to reopen the government.
They suffer, I guess it's Trump derangement syndrome, which I think is going down now as an official condition by the doctors.
And look for Senate Republicans to keep pressing this effort to pay federal workers who remain on the job, hoping to win more Democratic converts. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
Doug, thank you. Georgia Senators Warnock and Ossoff were 2 of just 3 Democrats who voted last night in favor of the Republican measure.
It still failed, which could have some real impacts for travelers in the coming days. Good Day's Lindsay Tuman is live at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Lindsay, the Transportation Secretary has a warning for passengers. How are things looking at the world's busiest airport this morning?
Thankfully, Buck, things have really been moving smoothly. The TSA wait lines, 20 minutes or less. We've seen a few dozen delays, but nothing really major. The concern is that those numbers are going to go up as there are more days that these workers go without a paycheck.
It crossed my mind that it could be a possibility, hoping for the best, but I don't really know what's going to happen.
At the world's busiest airport, TSA workers and air traffic controllers are 2 sets of essential employees that get thousands of people to their destinations every day. But as the shutdown drags on, concerns are mounting about keeping them on the job without a paycheck. Department of Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy addressed the hazards to air traffic controllers in particular.
I can't guarantee you that your flight's going to be on time. I can't guarantee you that your flight's not going to be canceled. It's going to depend on our air traffic controllers coming in to work every single day. They have to make choices, and the choices they're making is to take a second job.
The back and forth has continued between both sides of the aisle, and there's been no agreement on how to move forward. Last night, Georgia Senators Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock both voted in favor of a Republican-backed measure to pay all federal workers required to work during the shutdown, but it failed, meaning air traffic controllers and others will continue to work without pay.
These men and women have one of the most stressful jobs in America. They cannot be 99.5% accurate or 99.9% accurate. They have to be 100% accurate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And now they're being forced to work longer hours, take on multiple jobs, and maintain the same level of excellence.
Stand by our hardworking federal civil servants, find a bipartisan path forward toward a spending agreement that actually meets the needs of the American people and actually improves the quality of life of the American people.
Well, so far what we've seen across the country, cancellations and delays have been pretty much in line with what we saw last year. There have been a few airports that have been outliers with more air traffic controllers calling out sick, but so far that hasn't been the case. Of course, we'll keep you updated if that does change in these days to come. Reporting live from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, I'm Lindsay Tuman for Good Day Atlanta.
Yeah, working without pay can definitely affect morale. Lindsay, thank you. Well, in Mableton, a 10-year-old child died following a serious crash on Veterans Memorial Highway. Cobb County Police say it happened last week, and they're still investigating. Charges are pending. Friends and family gathered last night to hold a vigil in that little boy's honor.
And we just want to show them that we are praying for them, that we are here for them for the long haul, and we just wanted them to feel the love tonight. Definitely an energy that we would absolutely miss, and my son misses him, and I know the boys in the neighborhood. He will definitely be a presence, an energy that is missed, but so powerful at such a young age.
A 13-year-old was also taken to the hospital with serious injuries.
8:09.